Welcome to video 13.5D. Use distance to show that a quadrilateral is a kite. All right, so this is actually example 3. Show that quadrilateral ABCD with these 4 coordinates is a kite. All right, recall that the definition of a kite is it's a quadrilateral with 2 disjoint pairs of consecutive sides being congruent. So what I did, again, is I sketched it here. You don't have to sketch it. I just do that so I can get a visual of what's going on. So what I want to do is show that AB and BC have the same distance, and AD and CD have the same distance. And then I'll have shown that's a kite. All right, so again, you could use the distance formula, or you could use the Pythagorean theorem. I'll show you how to do both ways. So for AB, I'll find that by the distance formula. So I'm using these 2 coordinates right here. So the distance formula is you subtract the x's, square them, subtract the y values, square them, and I'll show you how to do that. So it'll be 6 minus 3 squared plus 15 minus 10 squared equals the square root of 3 squared plus 5 squared equals the square root of 9 plus 25 equals the square root of 34. All right, let's try to find the distance from B to C, and I'll show you how to use the Pythagorean theorem. So if you wanted to, you could just construct a right triangle, and 1, 2, 3 for that leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for that leg. So I know that hypotenuse squared equals leg squared plus leg squared. I'll just write that down. So leg squared plus leg squared equals hypotenuse squared. So if I want to find the hypotenuse, I just basically take the square root and take the square root. So that's going to be the square root of just 3 squared plus 5 squared, which, as you notice, is the exact same thing that I had for the distance formula. Equals the square root of 9 plus 25 equals the square root of 34. Okay, so those are congruent. I just have to do it again with AD and CD. I'll just do the distance formula for AD. So for AD, I'm now using those 2 coordinates. So it'd be 6 minus 3 squared plus 2 minus 10 squared. Again, I don't really care about the sign because I know if I square a number, it's going to be either 0 or positive. So that's going to be the square root of 3 squared plus negative 8 squared. So that's going to be the square root of 9 plus 64, and that'll be the square root of 73. Okay, for CD, again, I'll do it by the Pythagorean theorem. So I'll construct a right triangle like such. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This was 3. So it's going to be the square root of that leg squared plus that leg squared, which will again be the square root of 73. These are congruent. These are congruent. So since we're a quadrilateral with 2 disjoint pairs, consecutive sides congruent, therefore it's a kite. And there you have it, how to use distance to verify that a quadrilateral is a kite.